What's up guys, TJ got Kicks 89 here, back with another video review. Today we have got one of the best Air Force Ones to have dropped in this past year. I got this on the Atmos clearance sale. Glad to have it at the price that I got it at. But it is on the Air Force One Mid Quick Strike in the cool gray white colorway. Do you want to see the shoes first, or do you want to? I assume you wanted to check the box. So it just comes in your standard Air Force One box. Air Force One lettering right there. Established 1982. Embroidered just right there. Pressed into the box so you can tell it's an Air Force One box. Copywriting on the bottom. But on this channel we don't care about the packaging. We do, but not all the time. We care about the shoes. On the tissue paper, you have established 1982 just right there in a dark gray colorway. And you finally have the shoe itself. So this is the Air Force One Mid in the cool gray colorway. But a little bit of history on this exact shoe. This is actually called a Nike Air Force One Jewel. The name being Jewel because of this jewel insert that is on the mid panel here, which replaced the huge stitched on swoosh that was on the majority of Air Force Ones. And also on the medial side, the other side of the shoe, you also have the Jewel logo, the Jewel swoosh. This shoe was part of Nike's collection of Air Force Ones back in 1998, and the color code back then, if you guys want to Google it, is 630120093. And back in 1998, this shoe was specifically labeled as Air Force One Mid SC or Sports Collection in the cool gray metallic silver color codes. And back then in 1998, instead of the NYC branding that you have all over the shoe, you instead had the swoosh just right there, Nike Air right there, and you had the Nike Air Force One logo at the top of the tongue. This is not a faithful recreation based on what I said earlier, but it is a very good clone, retro, throwback, whatever you want to call it, onto this shoe that is, to me, a very versatile Air Force Ones. You're used to wearing, we're all used to seeing and wearing all the white on whites, obviously the Coke whites, but having an Air Force One in a very neutral, earthy colorway that is easy to match with all of your outfits, I think is a key part of a man's wardrobe, man or woman, or however you identify yourself. This shoe also, I'll put an insert somewhere here, was made famous by Jay-Z when he was wearing it, and he was just chilling, I think around the Rucker or Dykeman area, watching people play ball in this exact 1998 version, sans NYC. But this is a good throwback to that era or that specific picture, because Jay-Z in New York City just chilling in a pair of Air Force Ones. Hey, nothing can beat that, right? So the Air Force One Quick Strike, which basically means that it is a limited run. This didn't fly off the shelf obviously, but I'm glad that it went down to sale and I was able to cop it at a better price. Obviously, be a smart consumer, don't just buy into the hype. The materials used on this shoe is the primary reason why I got it, but check out that buttery smooth leather, which is prominent all around the shoe. And when I say all, it's from that toe box to that toe cap, the sides, that lace panel right there, the freaking strap, everything feels good everything feels good on the shoe, and I think it's just fitting for a shoe like the Air Force One Mid to have this good of materials on the shoe. And I'm glad none of y'all hype beasts picked up on it, but though if you know, you know, right? So if buy what you wear, buy what you like, you know, wear what you like. I'm going off in a tangent, but nice leather all the way around the shoe. The toe cap everywhere is just that cool gray, I believe. Yeah, that cool gray. The jewel swoosh obviously is a white, which will wear away and kind of fog up over time and turn yellow and may crack on you. You've got NYC branding, basically just signifying that this is a NYC branded Air Force One, which we'll talk about in another video about their rarity, is everywhere on the areas that I just showed you. The tongue backing the tongue at the back of the laces is also a nice white leather, and it's really thickly cut too, which is just so nice. See that? White midsole, white Air Force One cupsole midsole with the gray bottom. Air Force One traction pattern designed by Bruce Kilgore, just one of the best basketball shoes, which is testament to basketball fashion being on the court and off the court. Bobby, who's that? I want to say the owner of Slam, but Bobby wore this shoe obviously religiously on and off the court. Who's ball don't lie? Not Ben Wallace. Rasheed Wallace obviously had many Air Force One renditions. Ball don't lie. And man, I just love this shoe so much. Oh, sorry. On the inside, you've got NYC in the sock liner, done up in this shattered kind of a text. So on the insole, just right there, and the insole is the same color gray as the outside, the main material of the shoe. Tech specs on the Air Force One is just a full length Air embedded into the, I want to say, polyurethane or EVA midsole, basically. So that was the main tech behind the shoe, basically just walking on air. And the Air Force One made people walk on air. Rest in peace, Kobe. He wore this shoe at one of his Rucker games. He killed it in the orange and white, the white with the orange stitching colorway of that Air Force One Mid. Nothing else much to say, I guess. Air Force One Mid Jewel for 2022. The other colorway in this pack was the white, they call it the Yankees, the New York Yankees. The white with the gum bottom with the number 6 train line and the 4 train line on the gum rubber bottom. White with I think midnight navy with pinstripes on the lining of the shoe. But yeah, Air Force One, wear them, like them, buy them. If you actually do find pairs of these on sale, please buy them. You will not regret it. You heard it from me. You will not regret it. You will not regret buying this pair. If I could, don't tell my girlfriend, but if I could have a double up of this, I would, and I just might. So Air Force One Mid, Jigga Kicks 89. See you guys in the next one. I'm out.